No. Hello, everyone. Still got problems with that thing coming up. Ignore the background. I'm still struggling to find a background. But anyway, let's just get to it. This is not going to be a fun video for me to make, necessarily for you to watch, but it will include some important information if you are thinking about getting an Ipsy subscription right now. And I think a lot of people may be thinking of that because they just changed their customization where, you spend the $25 for the plus bag and you get to pick 3 of your items and they assign you 2, then you do add-ons, etc. So anyway, this is my July bag, not August. I'm trying to think of how to present this in an organized way, and you can probably tell I'm mad. Time out. The only thing I do want to say really quickly is I'm not ignoring the situation of the pandemic and that people are being tossed out in the streets right now and how awful that is. People are just trying to go on with their lives, and that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to make a YouTube video, partly because I'm at home and have a lot of time on my hands and everything. I'm not trying to push consumerism and ignoring the world, but the subscriptions are a part of my escape and what I have to look forward to since I'm not leaving the house much. So anyway, this is Ipsy that I got for July. It's my July 2020 bag, not the plus. I just got the $12 bag, but I did 8 add-ons, which is the maximum. And this is July. No, it's not July. It's August 3rd, I believe. And I don't even know what to say. So I don't know if you can tell. I don't want to show you my address, but when it came, okay, first of all, I had a problem with the bag. They shipped it DHL. They shipped DHL, and they hadn't been doing that. So this month they went to DHL. And I know shipping issues are a problem right now too. And I understand delays for COVID. I understand all that stuff. I'd rather them not use DHL actually and get it to me even later and just call this the August bag and skip August and then call the August bag the September bag. Do that. Be a month behind. I don't care. And just continue with a reliable shipper because this is unacceptable. So they shipped DHL. I got the tracking. It got lost, missent, all this other stuff. And they had a line that they had handed it over to the post office for delivery. But the post office, if you click on their tracking, they appeared to still be waiting on the package. It's like they never got it. So I don't know. But this was today I was checking on it, and it still showed this problem where I didn't know who had the bag at all. And then my husband comes home, gets out the mail, and I see the pink, and I'm like, okay, well, Ipsy's here. And I was going to do a video for it. I was going to do a video and actually edit it and put effort into it. But first of all, I waited on this so long, and I was glad it was here. I was like, okay, great. I'll just wait and do the next bag, which will be the August bag, which will probably get here in September or October. So I just went ahead and opened it. But before I opened it, I looked, and I could tell that it had, and you can even tell here, that it had been taped. Something had happened. It had been opened and retaped. Don't want to show you my address. So let me just see if I can turn it around. And the tape extended here, and you can see the white, so it had some of this on it. And on here, and you couldn't even tell, like the shipper being Ipsy or anything, you couldn't tell that information. So, and it felt lighter. I looked at it, and I'm like, that doesn't look big enough. It doesn't feel heavy enough. I knew something was up, and I should have grabbed my camera for evidence because I don't know how Ipsy's going to respond to this. In the years and many years that I have been with Ipsy, and I have considered them the best subscription out there until now. If I ever had an issue, it was more likely to be, it was always lipstick because I love lipstick, and they'd send me a lipstick and it would be rancid or something. And then I'd write and tell them, and to their credit, they would send me another one, but they'd just send me the same one and it would be rancid as well, which does no good. So anyway, anytime I have had a problem and I have had to contact their customer service, it's generally been good. But this was a lot of back and forth with, where's my bag? Like, and they're like, oh, wait 10 days and everything. And that was like late last week. And so, it did get here, but it didn't get here intact. So it came like that. I opened it up. Again, I wish I had unboxed on camera. So I opened it up, and you know how normally the Ipsy bag has, usually if they can fit all of the products in it for just the $12 bag, they will put all those $12 products into it. And then your add-ons will be out in this bag. This, I think, had 3 items in it. Maybe only 2. But it was just so obvious that something was wrong that it didn't have the number of items that it should have physically inside zipped up like it would. So let me go through what I was supposed to get, and those items were in here. So let me see if I can remember and go through it. So I'm pouring everything out to the side. So frustrating. Okay. Still working on it, just a couple more times. So I bought all the add-ons, the limit of add-ons that you can get. So it would have been 5 add-ons in my bag and then 8 add-ons. So what should have been in my bag? This was in my $12 bag. This may have been too big to put into that Ipsy bag itself. The inner bag and the outer bag. So this probably would have been floating around in the outer bag, and that I understand. No worry about that. This, normally when I get brushes from subscription boxes, it seems like they're in a little plastic sleeve. This wasn't in a sleeve at all. It was just floating around. And maybe that was too big. This was in, again, I can't remember exactly what was in the bag, but there were only 3 items. It was just weird. So these were the other 3 items that I got in my $12 bag. So, okay. All 5 items out of the $12 bag received. Then for my add-ons, I was looking to see if I need my phone. I've got it if I need to grab it. I had ordered 8 add-ons. I got 4. So I got the Sunday Riley Luna, but it was not in a Sunday Riley box, and I opened it up. It had no seal on it or anything. Now, meanwhile, a month or 2 ago, I don't remember where I got this one, but this was a Sunday Riley, the good jeans. I may have even gotten this from Ipsy. I don't remember. But, or you know what? It's probably BoxyCharm. So anyway, it came in a box. No seal that I recall, but it did come in a box. This was just stuck in that little pouch, no seal. Then I got the Hemp's lotion that I ordered. No seal. No seal. No seal. The other two add-ons that I got, that I received, that I ordered, was the Dr. CO and the Generation Clay. And they do have seals that looks like this one somebody may have tried to open it. I can't quite tell. I'm just being honest. I don't know. It's just, this whole thing is just weird. And then this one doesn't look like it was opened or messed with, but even so, it's so that means I'm missing 4 items that I paid for as add-ons. One was the Aura Microneedle. 2 was the Tula sunscreen. So both of those would have been either $12 or $18 items. I don't remember, but those were like higher cost items. And then I was missing, what else was I missing? Pure Lace BB cream. which would have been a $3 add-on, and a Hey Honey moisturizer that would have been a $3 add-on. And also, I almost forgot, and then I finally remembered, I had redeemed my points for a gloss that's now out of stock, and they'll probably say they can't replace it. I'm furious with Ipsy. So that should have been in here because I have redeemed that long enough ago that points redemption should have been in this bag. I had just redeemed for a Real Her eyeshadow palette that was like 18,000 points, but I don't think that one had time to get into this bag. It should be in the next bag, which is technically this month's bag, August, which will probably come, like I said, September, October, November, December, whenever. So here's the thing. Like I said, I looked at the bag. I'm trying not to show my address. I looked at the bag, and I could tell right away. You could tell from the side, and you could tell from the tape, something's wrong. It felt too light. It wasn't the right weight to contain those extra products. And it, like if it had just been missing items, like if it had just been shipped and stuff had fallen out, it doesn't seem like they would have necessarily caught it and retaped it. Wouldn't they have contacted the shipper and said, we have a problem with your shipment to a customer? Why would they have retaped it and continue to send it knowing that things could be missing? So it was just really weird. My husband said that these things are usually, he thinks that this would have been heat sealed, the bag. And you can tell right there where it came off, you know. It just seemed like somebody had actually opened my bag, looked through, said, oh, you know what? I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. And took it. I'm not accusing anybody in particular. I'm just saying this is how it got to me. And it has this seal on it that came off, and it got retaped, and things are missing. And it's a pandemic. I probably paid $18 for this. And to replace it would cost, I think, $60 or more. So I really wanted my Sunday Riley Luna. Really wanted it. I do not trust that somebody did not open this up and use it and test it or something and decide they didn't want it and put it back in the bag. So I'm afraid to use it. Same with this. You know, these are items that if they were used and tested could be contaminated. And then this I know is still sealed, and I, you know, barring someone getting a syringe and injecting something into it, it's probably okay. Ironically, just before this happened, I was watching BuzzFeed's old video on the Tylenol murders. So I already had safety seal in my head. No joke. Big coincidence, but true. This, I mean, I can open this up and I can look at it. Well, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. And you're not going to pick it up on camera. And this isn't even my good camera. I can't broadcast live unless I'm using my built-in camera on my laptop. So I open it up and I'm thinking, you know, you'd be able to tell if it, because usually you can tell if a lip product has been used. But with this, I actually can't. There are some marks on it. It doesn't have that glossy, glassy look. But it could be where somebody used it and took a knife. It looks like that could have happened, potentially, like a butter knife. Or it could just be because it's the raw sugar brand, and so it has a little bit of a different texture. But I'm not going to put that on my lips. I don't trust that. I can't afford to get sick. Nobody can afford to get sick with this thing. Nobody can afford to get COVID, but I am more at risk. Yes, I have weight issues, as you can tell, and I also have respiratory issues. If I get sick just from the common cold, I will be out, or cold or flu, out for 2 weeks, like, you know, really sick, and then it will take me 2 months or so, and I'll usually end up getting bronchitis, having to go to the doctor, and getting a shot. It's that serious. I cannot use beauty products that even potentially can be contaminated. This, I didn't see where anybody had touched it, but I don't know. And even with this, I mean, you could clean it. You could clean it. Definitely not using this. No seal on this. This could have been used near the eye or who knows what. So this whole box is a waste for me. So I wrote to Ipsy. I've been writing to them trying to track it, concerned it was lost. It never entered my mind that I would receive it and items would be missing and there would be a problem like that. I thought that I was either going to get it or not get it, but never thought that things would be missing like this. So I wrote to them and I said, look, here's what I received. Here's what I didn't receive at all, including the lip gloss that was points redemption. And then these things I received, but there's no safety seal and I'm not comfortable using them. Now they had already said when I thought my package was lost, I'm like, can you replace these items if it comes to it? They said that they had two. They had the hint, so I guess they could replace this. And then the Pure Lease BB cream. So what about my Luna? That will cost me $65 or so if I want to get it. And you can't tell me to use that in the middle of a pandemic, Ipsy. No, that's not safe. So all these things are going to have to go in the trash, I guess. And I asked for them to send me replacements. I said, just refund me for the bag, the $12 bag. I don't care about that. I just want my add-ons that I picked out and I paid for and send them. And if they come back, oh, well, we don't have stock. I'm like, get stock. That's what first of all, you need to be reserving stock because you know things are going to happen. Instead, they had this as an add-on this month and I almost bought it again. But, you know, I don't need, I just need the one that I paid for in the first place. Why were you selling that, Ipsy, when you could have been reserving stock, knowing that people's bags were late and missing and things do get broken? Mine's not broken, but I have a major issue with it. Why were you selling that again? Why weren't you reserving stock for problems like this? Go get my Luna, Ipsy. That's what I have to say. Go get me another one of these. Go get all my items that are missing. Refund my $12 bag. And if you can't do anything, then I want a refund for everything. I don't care that I got some stuff. I can't use that with a clear mind in the middle of a pandemic. So the whole reason I started this series, and I had fully expected to sing Ipsy's praises because I had been very happy with Ipsy up until this. And I think it's because they changed their shipping to DHL. I think that's the problem. They changed their shipping to DHL, and I have had problems with DHL in the past. I can't remember if I've ever had anything missing or broken, but I know I've had some sort of issues with them. At the very least, delays, missent, lost, waiting on it for a long time, that sort of thing. So if they're changing, again, this is the $12 bag. I don't know if the $25 bag, if they're going to ship that DHL, maybe they'll only do it with the $12 bag. But I cannot recommend them at this moment. I have to say, stay away until they resolve this. It may not even be their fault. And that's unfortunate, but they need to make it right. If it was my company, especially since they're a big company now, they're not a small little startup like when I first was with them. They're a big company now. If it was me, I would actually send all these items. I would find a way, I would write the companies, Aura for the microneedle. I would write Tula, and I would get them to send me that item. Send it to me sealed, knowing it's good, coming from a reputable source. And then I would refund the money on top of it. That's what I actually would do because I'm an ethical person. We will see what Ipsy's response is, but I am mad. I don't want you. The reason I started this series is in the middle of a pandemic. The people who actually still do have money, we can't really afford to waste it. And yet we're stuck in our homes. We need something to do. I'm in between I'm in between work right now, but I have work picking up again. I work, part-time on a contract basis, and it picks up again in a week or two. I think a couple of weeks now. So I'm not out of work like other people are. So I am using this, I have some issues, as a lot of people do that don't even normally have issues. I was diagnosed with being bipolar at 18. So I have issues. This has been hard on me. I am staying home. I'm trying to stay safe. Told you about my health concerns if I should get the virus. So these are a means of escape. Like, I'm an escapist at nature. When something goes wrong, I want to get in the car and drive and go somewhere. Like, I never do because I don't have the money for that sort of, disappearing, taking a trip sort of thing. But this is my escape. I watch spoiler videos on YouTube. I hunt them down on the internet. I pick out what I want. I mark dates on the calendar. I'm a person who really gets excited about this, especially now, because this is my something to look forward to. So I can't recommend Ipsy at this moment until I see how they resolve this particular issue. It is just ridiculous, and I would rather wait. I'd rather wait on my bag, even as much as I did wait. Just put information out there. Don't use DHL. I'm trying not to slander them. I'm really just talking about the facts of what happened. I don't know if they're responsible. I just know that I have had issues with DHL in the past. I really don't want them to use DHL. And they did for July, and I don't know about August. Unfortunately, I'm committed to August now. They've already got my money. I bought 8 add-ons again, although all of them were $3 add-ons except for one, which I can't remember what it was, but I went with just the cheaper add-ons like eye cream and everything, the Glam Glow, maybe a Tony Moly eye cream. But I love Bailey Sarian, and I really want that eyeshadow palette just as means to support her. I'm sitting here talking to myself live for 20 minutes. I'm not a big YouTuber like Bailey, but I watch her. I watch her on YouTube. And even the fact that I'm making a video and putting it out there, gives me a tiny, tiny, tiny connection to her. Basically none, but you know what I mean? So I want that. I just hope they don't screw it up, and I hope they make this right. I will try to do an updated video when I have something to update you with. But I think I'm going to wait. Like, if they write me back and they say, here's what we're going to do for you, or, if it's something that's multi-step, I'm going to wait until the follow through before I make a follow-up video, because I don't want to say, we're going to be able to refund or we're going to be able to replace your Luna. Sunday Riley's going to ship it, or Tula is going to ship your sunscreen or whatever. Or we have to wait on that to assemble things and get them to you. I don't want to say that and then be like, oh, it's all solved, bye. And then they don't follow through with it. The only way I might make an updated video quickly is if they say, we're just going to refund your money. And like I said, the bag, just give me my $12 back. But I really wanted this. I really wanted the Sunday Riley in particular. This is the most important one. And then probably the Tula, the Aura, I could let that one go because I'm probably going to buy I've decided to actually invest in a really good quality microneedle pen down the line. Don't have the money for it now. But the money that I could get refunded from this would be put towards that. So I'm very upset. I'm very, very, very disappointed and disillusioned with Ipsy at this moment in time. But this is 25 minutes. Nobody's watching. Nobody's probably going to see this, but I hope you do. Share this information. Even if you don't share the video, just go forth and tell my story to try and let people be aware of what happened and what could happen right now with Ipsy. I've lost like so much faith in them. So sorry for the bummer video and the rant, but I just washed my hair in the sink. I am going to go eat something and take a bath and try and forget about all this and put this possibly contaminated stuff, for all I know, into a bag. If you want it back, Ipsy, fine. You know, pay the money and I'll ship it back to you. I don't care. But I'm not comfortable using it. And in fact, I'm going to, and probably shouldn't have been touching it. Medication to a cat. If you have ever tried to do that, you know what that's like. So yeah. So I'm using some hand sanitizer and I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Sad Ipsy month. Bye everyone. Stay safe. Stay safe out there, and I hope if you're facing something very serious like losing your home, or I've been there. This time I've been lucky, but 9/11 and the Great Recession knocked us down bad. I hope that you have family or friends to lean on and somewhere to go, something to do. Love you guys. Bye.